excitingly, what we got now is a game called MonsDRAWsity. Now, you've got a blank canvas in front of us at the moment. Everyone's just tweaking around. The concentration you can see on the contestants here right now is because everyone's trying to work out how to get a quite arcane drawing program to work properly. It's all to play for. And we have this game that we're going to play, which effectively is doing... it's like witnessing a monster doing a crime and then having to do witness drawings of a monster. And what we're going to be doing is using the magic of webcams to play this over the internet. So the way it's going to work is we're going to take it in turns. We're going to use this little webcam view, which all of our... I keep wanting to say contestants, as if there's going to be prizes or something. It's like... Maybe there should be. Maybe I'm going to say whoever wins is going to get a prize. When you're going to get a prize? I don't know. What would it be? I don't know either. But at some point in the future, whoever wins this, you'll get a prize. I'll surprise you at some point when you least expect or want it. So, we're going to take it in turns to basically be the person who is looking at the webcam thing for 20 seconds so we can see a monster. And then everyone else will basically close their eyes and look away. And then that person will have 2 minutes to describe the creature that they saw, whilst everyone else tries to draw it and can ask questions for a couple of minutes. And then at the end of it, there's a bit of going, there's a bit of scoring and stuff, but all of that's fairly self-explanatory. Let's be real. It's about people drawing monsters badly. And I'm fine with that. So, what we've got here, hopefully, once people have sorted it out... Oh, yeah, it's updating now. It's updating for me. We've already got some action going on here that I was not aware of. That's great. It's going to be a bit unusual, right? Because usually when you play this, everybody has their own little pad and everyone draws their own thing in isolation. However... after briefly trying to look into the idea of capturing from 5 or 6 different instances of Draw Pilot at the same time, I decided that was the worst idea in the world. So instead, we're all just going to have a little, take it in turns to have one person who is being the witness, and then roughly just splitting up the screen into 4 courses. But I'm more than game for there to be a bit of spill for people. Now, the tricky thing about this is it means one person is going to be describing what the monster looks like, and we're all going to be trying to draw it, but that means we can see each other's drawings, which is going to give us a little bit of an influence, which is why I'm going to say that we're going to add a rule to this, and we're going to say that no one's allowed to delete anything. You just have to keep going. Which I think is, I think that's fine, right?
I'm going to say
we
yes
can also just
now.
Zoom in. We can also make sure we're all zoomed into our own little corner.
That's a really sensible idea. That's the kind of thinking you get, Jonathan, when A, you're a smart man, B, you're not incredibly sleep deprived and living in a world of cables. I'm glad you're here, John. You've saved me once again. All right, so what I'm going to try and do is make a new layer, and then on that layer, I'm going to make a special grid so that we can all zoom in and all know where we're going to be. Oh,
I'm drawing Cable the X-Man now.
That's very good.
Big gun.
Now, don't be alarmed by this. This might look like I'm just doing something terrible. Oh, God. And I kind of am, but it's fine because it's on a separate layer. This is the key thing. Which means it's not actually drawing over your drawings. I can make it go away. But can everyone see that when I switch it on and off, or do you have to switch it on and off yourself?
No, I think I see it when you flicker it. Yeah.
Fabulous. Well, it means that we can remove it for the overall experience of the art afterwards. But it means when we're doing our drawings, we can zoom in and know what space we're in, thanks to the genius of Jonathan Ying.
Thank you, Jonathan.
It's the crossover event we've all been waiting for. Jonathan Ying and that middle wheel on the mouse button thing. It's all happening. It's all happening.
I was going to say more like Brainathan, but then that doesn't really work, and it makes me look even less smart.
More like Brainathan Bada Bing. That's your super, super turbo smart alter ego that you don't need because you're already smart. So listen, I've been really rude here. I wanted to get the stream rolling because I feel like I've hit that point in the day where if I stop, I'm going to collapse. But I also was aware that everyone had to sort out their tech stuff, so I was just filling for time. But now we're all here, I'd like to actually formally introduce all of these wonderful guests for what I'm really excited about. We have Mr. Steve Wolfhard, cartoonist.
Yeah, sure. Hello.
Who's done a whole bunch of wonderful things over the years, including sitting next to me in a game of Blood in the Clock Tower where I was very, very bad and lied to him. And also he's worked on TV shows such as Adventure Time.
I think about that game a lot. That scared me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You shouldn't have had to see that.
I've never experienced such convincing lying in my life.
Oh, really? Oh.
It really unnerved me.
If it makes you feel better, I specifically only do it when I'm playing games like that. Like for me it's I actually I aspire to be an incredibly honest person in real life, but yeah.
So that when you're playing games, you can cut loose.
Well, exactly. It's like it's fun. It's not real. It's fun. So you can actually just lie. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. No, it does frighten people. It frightens lots of people. We've all been there. Philippa War, of course, the War Machine. If you've been following this up for a long time, you'll be no stranger to Pip. And very delighted to have her here for this evening. Jonathan Ying, game designer, multiple champion. Were you the champion of the world last time as well?
Oh God, I don't know if I won last time.
That's disputed by me.
Yeah,
I'm going to say.
Last time was a controversial event.
Well, because didn't you take to the playing field instead of one of your animals? You're like, step back, gazelle. I've got the ski event.
That is so Jonathan. Just so Jonathan. But yeah,
it's just put on the gauntlet. I'll do it myself.
I mean, we are doing it again this Sunday. Like, do you want me to squeeze you in, John? You can have a think about it. You can send me an email if you want to, because I feel bad you not being involved in it, because I feel like basically we're kind of it's like when people fix tournaments by saying that the person who keeps winning isn't allowed to enter anymore. It's like it's not really in the spirit of it, is it? It's a sporting event.
I'll come in at the end to fight the winner in Thug Finals.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
That'll be fun.
And finally,
or break any ties.
And finally, we've got Quan Shai. Maria, how you doing?
Hello. Doing good. Thanks for having me.
Pleasure again. Pleasure. Quan Shai's work will be no stranger to the eyes of anybody who has seen games. There's lots of wonderful stuff he's done, including honestly, there's some amazing stuff in the past year. I really like the cover for the new Sidereal. It's just gorgeous. Love it. Love it. Right. Now that we've all had fun warming up our drawing brains, I do love.
I just got back to the draw pile. Oh my God, long pair.
Yeah, like there's some really. I kind of get the impression that like if we weren't here, Steve would just be sitting and doodling these things, giggling to himself, doing strange, elongated people. It's like, do you know you're broadcasting? I love it. I think my favourite is this upside down pair walking around on its little.
No, thank you.
That's great. That's really
That's so cool.
It's both cute and strange. Right, but we must persevere. We must move forward. In fact, I'm going to save this because I collect these bitmaps. Everyone has a hobby.
Where's the layer function on this?
No, it's gone. But it's fine because
Okay,
I
good.
saved it. I saved it as a bump. Save myself a little bump for later. So using this this grid-based technology, we're going to be able to. Yeah. Oh, somebody's pointed out it wasn't either of you. It was someone. It was someone Cho who won last time.
Yeah, that's who I thought. Yeah.
So I got it wrong.
There we go.
I just think you've got a presence within that tournament that just makes me naturally think of you as being like, you know, it's like the same way that in Britain we often think that we're going to be good at sporting events when we just aren't really. But like we're always convinced that we're probably going to do well at this, aren't we? And it's like no, but we believe it somehow. Anyway,
I heard the last World Cup went like almost.
Yeah, but we're always convinced that we're going to win the World Cup. We always go into it being like, we're going to win, and it's like, we're not. No. Let's be reasonable. Anyway, I'm not going to compare you to the British Empire anymore. It's too early in the weekend. It's cruel. Right. It's mean.
So, should we each claim a quadrant? Well,
it's going to actually rotate a little bit. So, we can either... It might be easy if we just... If you claim a quadrant, but some people will share. I'll share with Pip if you want. Does that seem reasonable?
Yep.
So Pip, you get first pick a quadrant.
Ooh. Well, I am going to go for top right.
Top right.
Yeah. Top right, left would feel slightly too greedy.
Ooh, we should each have our own color too. I think that would be helpful for the people in the stands. So Pip, what's your color?
Ooh, I think I will go for the sea green. Oh wait, no, that will be the same as the thing. Hang on, let's go that green.
Yeah,
an accomplished drawing.
I like that.
Okay,
it's good. Is it a cabbage?
A lettuce, but very close.
Dang. Can I have half
subtle?
Yeah.
All right, now I'm gonna join with a separate account so I can actually. Oh, is it gonna update?
I think I'll take bottom right if no one else wants it.
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of turned this into a game in itself, and it isn't really, is it?
Take bottom left. It's close to my.
An interesting choice.
Thank you. It's close to my little head.
Yeah, I'll take top.
Okay. So Pip and Matt. In the top right corner, it's Pip and Matt. Ding, ding, ding. All right, grand.
All right, so I'm going to zoom right in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. My own little canvas.
Fabulous. My little canvas. All right. So, I'm going to start us off now, and I'm going to be the first person to look at one of these things. And the audience will also be able to look as well. So you will actually be able to see... you should be able to... In the video chat thing you should have an orange webcam that for a long time just had a picture of a horse in it. Can you all see that?
Mm-hmm.
Fabulous. Well,
yeah.
In a minute, don't look.
Now we look away from it.
Yeah. See that? Look at that thing. Stop. Okay. So I'm going to show something now. I'm going to show it to myself and to the audience for 20 seconds. Then I'm going to have 2 minutes to describe it to you as best I can, whilst not looking at your drawings that you're doing. And then at the end of it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to secretly pick which of the 4 of the photo fits that you've done is the most accurate. I think is most accurate to the image of the monster that I saw. And then after we've done that, everyone's going to look at everyone else's drawings, and you're all going to secretly pick. Based on 1, 2, 3, 4, you're going to hold up a number of fingers at the same time to pick which of those do you think is the one that's most accurate, because you're going to get to see the photo fit, the original thing, and everyone's going to try and pick to see, oh yeah, I think that's the best, most accurate representation of what was described. If it's the same, if most people choose the same thing as the witness did in their secret thing when they reveal it afterwards and say, "Yep, that was the one I chose," then the witness is a credible witness and gets a point. And I believe it's like if they pick someone else, then the person who did the best drawing gets a point. There may actually be, I may have misremembered that. To be honest, I was reading the rule book, and as soon as it got to anything resembling rules, my brain turned into actual jelly. The most important thing is we're going to draw monsters badly and have fun. But I think we have Slabs and Designs in the chat who is answering some questions about stuff and saying that people can play along. If you want to at home, you can close your eyes as well.
People voting.
And try to draw from the description. So if you'd like to play along and see how you do, then you can do that. Right. So. Okay. Great. Right. So, I'm going to change to the screen that lets people see things. And all of you folks, do not look at the thing. Right.
I
20
tabbed
seconds.
out. I tabbed out so I couldn't see the thing. And then I found that I'd had one of Kwanchai's drawings open in the background. It was like the gorgeous cover of Hive with the Beatles.
Oh, wow.
So that was a nice surprise.
That's a great cover.
Right, onto the webcam now. I'm going to have 20 seconds to look at this. And so anyone at home who's not playing along.
Man, what a power move if like one of the weird monsters in the box is like just Pikachu.
But surely he's a detective, so he should be investigating unless there's corruption.
Yeah, investigating these paranormal sightings.
Oh, that's true. It's like a Man in Black situation.
Okay, that's
right.
that's my look. That's all the look I got. And now I am going to flick back to the screen and I'm going to try and give you descriptions for 2 minutes in the hope that...
And we get to ask questions as well?
Yep. So, 2 minutes starting now. So, it's sort of like a bird with two wings, right? But one of the wings, the wing on the left-hand side, is another head kind of growing out of the wing. And it has the 2 feet it has, like the foot on its left-hand side. Actually, no, I'm doing it from the perspective of the creature. The foot on the left-hand side is like a hoof, like a hoofed goat sort of foot thing, and the foot on the right is like a little spindly chicken egg thing, and then it's got this kind of like ridge on its neck that has 3 holes in it.
Okay, his right foot, was that a chicken leg or a chicken egg?
A chicken leg.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a chicken leg.
Okay.
How
Is
many
it like a
eyes
long-beaked bird?
Sorry?
Like, is it got like a raptory, like short little beak, or like a big beak?
I think that the left head was kind of bird-like, but really it was more that it had like this big protrusion that kind of looked like a wing on one side. On the other side, it was kind of like a wing that turned into another neck and a head. And both the heads had eyes, but I don't remember how many.
Now, do you have a guess on how many eyes total?
I'm going to say I don't think it had an unusual quantity of eyes on either of them. The heads weren't, I mean, like, it was a kind of, I'm going to level with you. It was a kind of a weird-looking thing. But it wasn't like the heads were particularly weird. It was just like, oh, I guess it's got 2 heads and it's a weird-looking thing.
Was it gesturing or was it wearing any clothes?
Well, it kind of had both of its sort of wing-like things coming out as if it was about to like go and flap down. It wasn't wearing any clothes, but as I say, like on one of its necks, on the neck that was like the main head.
Wing neck or the main neck?
Main neck. It had like 3 holes in it that were a bit like a knuckle duster or a cheese knife or something,
How happy did it look?
Not that happy.
Okay.
Like, oh, that's my time. That's my time. Well, I'm sorry, officer, but that's the best I can remember. It was a weird night. Oh my! Oh my god! Sorry, Ying. I'm gonna have to. Jonathan, I'm gonna have to stop you. Oh. Well, isn't this magic?
All right, hang on. Let's zoom back out.
He's
Oh, God.
beautiful.
Can I zoom out?
Yeah, you can zoom out now. You can zoom out.
Oh.
And I'm going to... What am I going to do? What am I going to do?
Steve, this feels very in your wheelhouse.
Yeah.
That's my job.
Okay, 1 second. I'm just going to try and bring up the thing so we can have it on. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to fudge it. Just going to fudge it. So, this.
I love the little hairs on the leg on Quanchai's.
Yeah, that's very good.
Where can I put this? Where can I put this?
I love how it looks like it's wearing little bloomers. With the
Jonathan,
feather
yours has
clusters.
so much. Jonathan, yours has so much dimension.
I know, he's used
It's-
like 2-point perspective.
It's,
I feel like he
it's
waited until the
sculptural.
end and then drew it all at once.
I got
Maverick.
too invested in part of it. I was like, oh shit, wait.
Right, okay. So I've just realized I put that on the thing. Oh, where can I put this? I'll put it down here. Great, done. So now I'm going to reveal. I'm going to first of all pick secretly which of mine I think is the most accurate representation of these things. I've done that now in my head, and I'll just be honest. And you have to trust me.
Wait,
And
is it that you get to see it, you pick which one you think is most accurate, and then we decide which one we think was most accurate based on your description?
Yeah. So first of all, I pick it secretly, and then basically you're going to get to see this now. So that is the creature that I was describing.
Oh.
I might just make that kind of bigger for now so everyone can have a good look at it. That's the creature I was describing. Admittedly, there are quite a number of features that I did gloss over quite rapidly. Coming back to haunt me in particular is I don't remember there being anything particularly unusual about their faces. Well, in retrospect, one of them is a bird and the other one is a duck.
Yeah.
Mm.
You got the knuckle duster thing though. Like
Hey,
that.
right? It is like
Yeah,
a
that's
nice
perfect.
cheese
Dave
knife.
Melvin is the name of the artist. I was like,
Oh, I thought that was
Dave
the
Melvin.
answer.
It's like you got the Jersey Devil and you got the Dave Melvin.
You got both of them, yeah. Right, so we've got some people saying that they want to do a Twitch chat vote, so I've activated that. You can use the little live click thing to click along and vote. So yes, yes. So now what we're going to do, I'm just going to put this to one side, and now you folks have to have a think about which of these four things do you think is the most accurate representation of what the witness described as being the thing they saw. Once everyone's decided, just put your hand up, and then we can do numbers with fingers for either 1, 2, 3, or 4.
I think this one seems pretty cut and dry.
Okay, everybody's ready.
Oh, thanks, whoever that was.
3, 2, 1. Okay, we've got a 3, a 4. Quanchai, you a 3 or a 4?
3.
A 3. Yeah. I think it's safe to say that Steve has seen this creature before. The Twitch chat vote was pretty unanimous as well, with 60% of people saying that that's the monster they'd most like to go home with.
Steve is like, I've reported this creature to the police so many times, and no one will do anything.
The local council won't do anything.
Oh, it's a little metal.
It's
That's
always
good.
in the bins.
Okay, so I'm going to make that big again in the middle of the screen. Congratulations to everyone, including the creature that has got a number 1 badge on it. I'm not sure how that's criminal things work usually, but anyway,
Sin show.
The
But
best
anyway.
criminal.
we will reset and we will go again. So this time, I'm going to go around.
Clean the board.
Clear the board. And who would like to go next? Let's go around clockwise. So we'll say that John, you're going to be up next.
All right, let's do this.
So I'm going to make this nice and full screen for the people at home.
Okay, so wait, I'm going to So I'm out of play, so I should remove my section.
Yes, so me and Pip sharing won't work because I'm an idiot.
Yeah, so yeah, no.
Not how rotations work.
Yeah. Okay, Matt, you're taking my slot.
Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look at the side of that. Okay, great. Okay.
I'm going to put this away in my Intuos pen container, which I've just received.
What?
It looks like an e-cigarette or something, but it's for holding a tablet pen.
It's like a Men in Black thing.
I really wanted one of those Intuos, like the 3D ones, and all they do is they just
yeah.
got one more button on it, but they cost like 150 quid, and it's like
Yeah,
I would really like a third button, but not that much. We'll have to stream at some point just talking about Wacom, so I'll be up for that. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, gonna get another card now. Now we might have to do a slight degree of nightmare stuff here. Of like, if I haven't completely flipped this over right and shown you this right, then let me know.
Yeah, it's going to be upside down.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm now gonna have to close this. Zoom into. Oh gosh. 1 second. There's a lot going on. I'm so surrounded by screens that I've got so many things I'm not allowed to look at. It's going to be... Right. In fact, how am I even going to do that?
You just close your eyes, flip it over, I'll look at it, and then flip it back over.
Jonathan, you've done it again. How does he keep it? He's a genius. All right. Okay. Everybody ready?
Oh my gosh, I've had my eyes closed for 5 minutes.
I'm so sorry.
Take a nap. It's fine, Steve.
Oh,
Is that visible and good for you, John?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, grand.
Okay. Yeah, all right. It seems like a fun little fella.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's all the monster she wrote.
All right. So, it's basically like a it's got like a goblin head, like a very classical kind of goblin-y head, without a nose, but it's got like big purple ears and like kind of the squat face with the big old eyes. But it's on top of kind of like a thick snake-like neck attached to a salamander-y body. Like it's a very low body with little legs kind of splayed out. And so the head is like rearing up and just kind of looking right at the camera. It's got the big kind of goblin ears and beady eyes. I think it had like fangs, but I forget whether the fangs were going up or down. But yeah, it was a little like just a little hairy on top. And the body at the bottom, like it's got like a really nice like a big old tail like kind of sticking out of the back. But like the lower body was really very lizard-like, right? Very much like a little, fat little salamander. With the tiny legs stretched out. Looked like it could scrabble up and down walls. Any questions?
did he have a tail? I can't remember if he had a tail.
Yeah, it had a big old tail. Had a big.
Was the tail
weighty,
pretty plain?
It was like kind of a meaty tail, and it had like a little point at the end, but it was pretty thick.
Pretty thick. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I forgot to time this, and I forgot to plug in.
Oh no!
Wacom pad, and I forgot to. I don't know how to delete things. Oh boy.
What sort of expression was it making? Was it cross, happy, surprised?
It was pretty mischievous, very, very goblin-y.
Okay.
Like, it really just made me think of, like, this is like it had almost like a Jim Henson Company kind of head.
I'm going to call time on that now because I think that's 2 minutes.
Weird.
Oh my goodness!
I haven't done
Sure.
that. I promise I have not done that in a means that will be beneficial to me, just so you know. I was trying to do it with my mouse. I can't do that.
That's very cute. I like him.
He's got I think a mischievous character about him.
He does.
I'll say that much.
He looks like he's stolen something.
He's stolen my heart. It looks like
I really
kinda
appreciate the splitting the difference on the fangs. Steve and Pip.
Yeah. Well, Pip did the same thing.
One up, one down. I'm sure you'll be half right.
meet in the middle.
But the commitment though, Quan Chai went up, Matt went down with the fangs. So there we go. We got our bets are
I
in.
kind of feel like fangs that go up are a different thing. Isn't there a different word for that? Isn't
They're
it
like tusks or whatever, but
yeah, right?
they've got the yeah.
There was something
The
that happened
snake
yesterday
bite
that made
or
me feel
spider
quite
bite
passionate
piercing.
about that. Somebody drew like fangs upwards, and I was like, no, that's a tusk. Right. Right.
Dare.
All right. So,
Jonathan, I think you did a great job
decide-
describing though, because these are very
Yeah.
consistent.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, honestly, like they look like the same drawings to me. You have to secretly
A
pick
little
which
too
of
much
these-
meat on that tail there, Steve.
You said meaty. You said meaty like 5 times.
Big meaty claws. No.
Have you decided
Yeah,
which is the
I know which
closest?
one I'm voting for.
Yeah, same.
Well, I'm going to bring up now what we were supposed to have drawn. Oh, no, it's not there, because... I'm so sorry. Okay. Hey! And this
Pretty close.
creature is called Hector. I'm a listener.
Oh my goodness.
That's so cute.
There you go.
Yeah. So, now, of these 4 drawings, people of us and people of the internet who I will allow to do clicky votes now, which of these do you think is the most accurate photo fit of them all?
It was up. It turns out the answer was up. So Quan Chai got it
Oh my goodness.
on that front on the Fang debate.
The history.
All right, I'm ready to vote.
All right.
I'm ready to vote.
Yeah. I got my vote.
Yeah,
Yep.
same.
Okay? 3.
Someone
Two.
keeps voting for Matt for all of these,
One.
like Matt's face, not the drawing.
Yep, that's pretty common. You switch that function on, people click on your face. Okay, so the majority of votes go to number 3 once again. But what has the chat said? What has the chat said? 33% of people have said Quan Chai, which means that's a tie.
Ooh.
It's a tie.
Showdown.
I have no idea how
Yeah.
ties work. However,
I voted for Pip.
you voted for Pip. Well, there we go. I voted for Pip as well. So
Oh, thank
It wins.
you.
I think it had a similar spirit, although yours looks a little more friendly.
It's
So-
true.
I was so torn because he has like the head and Quan Chai's has like the full like snaky body and the teeth. So I just
No, I think Quan Chai's got the physicality exactly right. The breadth.
Yeah, it's actually uncanny. So it's like, I think fair play to all of you for not just like.
I feel like
giving
I
all
saw
the votes
Pip's
to me.
monster in like
know?
the Land Before Time 17.
Oh.
I mean, I like to think that my creature has a bit of a look about it of like a knockoff Digimon or something. You know, like do you remember when they
I
started
like
doing
how
like
happy it looks.
You used multiple colors, which is very impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got
I've
the
been
red old
practicing,
eyes.
Steve.
But like, look at this smile.
Yeah. It was supposed to be like cheeky because he had a late bit of emphasis about the cheekiness of the character, and I thought I really haven't got across that yet, so I had to go back to the
Man.
cheekiness school. So at the moment, the scores are
The later Digimon sure did get. I feel like there's not enough belts for a Digimon.
at the moment it's neck and neck for everybody apart from John. So everyone's got a point apart from John. So which
Oh,
doesn't
no.
seem fair, considering I'm the only person yet who is clearly not good at this. So let's move
It's all right.
on.
It's all right. I'm just lulling you guys into a false sense of security.
I'm having fun. Important. That's the important thing. So
Yeah.
next one. Okay.
Okay. Save and clear.
So Quanchai, this one is going to be your
Okay.
special monster.
Oh god, pressure.
Let me just double check I've got the right way around. So it's when it's facing me. I can flip it. Okay.
So I keep my eyes open, right?
Quanchai does.
Just this one.
I do. Okay. All right. Think I
So
understand.
wait, we should clear the field, and I think Matt, you should go where Quanchai is. Matt will just be the filler.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. It's what I'm doing this weekend. So keep it up.
Oh god, wait, Matt was on a different layer. He's the only survivor.
Okay, I drew mine on the top layer.
Persistent.
This is like big. What do you
Unkillable.
mean I can't flatten my Photoshop files energy? Okay, right. Okay, I'm going up here.
Zooming back into my quadrant. Home sweet home.
It's weird how quickly they feel like home, isn't it?
Right, it's time.
Right.
Okay. Right, okay, 1 second. 1 second.
By the way, silly question. Can you guys hear a lawnmower from my mic?
No.
No, you mentioned
No.
it ever so slightly, but it's very gentle.
Okay, that's good.
It's a very
like-
sweet lawnmower, really.
Yeah, it sounds like a very tiny
You're mowing the lawn?
like a bug with a lawnmower.
That's nice. Okay.
Yeah, it's quite pleasant. I've had lots of people asking me questions like that today. So I'm just like, can you hear someone singing in a parking lot? And I'm like, that's very specific. No. Okay, so, right. Quanchai, you're going to have 20 seconds to look at a thing, as is anybody
Alright.
else who wants to play along at home with their eyes. 3, 2, 1, flipping it. Is that visible okay?
Yes.
Great.
Oh my god.
I think you can full screen it if it looked a little small, like I was able to double
Yeah,
click it.
yeah. Oh, there we go. Much better. Oh, that's what that is. Okay.
Oh god.
Okay. So I start?
No, I'm
Think-
going to flip it back
No,
over
you
again now.
absorb.
Yeah.
And now I'm
Okay.
going to remember to
Gain
set
its
my timer.
essence.
Now you've got
Okay,
2
folks, here
minutes.
we go. Okay, so there is 2 things going on, okay? There is a gray fire hydrant around which is a green, mostly green and a little bit of yellow-bellied gecko creature that's wrapped around it like a vortex, okay?
Oh my god.
And on the back of that gecko is kind of like Godzilla spikes, so triangular spikes going down the ridge of its spine all the way down to its tail. There's also where it's squeezing the fire hydrant itself, there's a little bit of like green spray, like maybe there's some acid coming out of the places where it's squeezing this fire hydrant. I don't know if
Oh,
the
God.
fire hydrant and the gecko are together. The face is pretty simple. It's kind of like a chompy face, like a cartoon chompy face, 2 eyes and a row of teeth. And I think the hands are kind of gecko-y also.
How many hands?
I think there were four arms and legs in total. And I remember seeing some kind of like a triangular crest, like an upside down, like a watermelon shaped crest on the top of its head, I think. Otherwise, the fire hydrant is gray. Otherwise, it looks just like a regular American fire hydrant. Well, actually, I don't know if fire hydrants are the same all over the world, but American fire hydrant. And I think that's pretty much, how much time do I have? Is that it?
What was the head shape again?
Just a chompy face, like a tube. No, not a tube. That sounds awful. Like a reptile head, but very simplistic. Not a lot of angles to it. 1 row of teeth, wide, like a big, like I'm chomping down on something face. It looked like it's kind of chomping the top of the fire hydrant.
Oh no.
But I don't know if the fire hydrant and the creature are the same creature, or if it was just like, an object for placement of said creature. But they looked very intertwined. Yeah, that's pretty much.
Do you remember anything on the tip of the tail?
I think the tail was hidden by the fire hydrant, so it wasn't visible. But I think there was a tail. The shape of it was kind of serpentish as it wrapped around the fire hydrant.
Did it have like a pattern or anything? Or was it
Not
like...
that I can remember, just the ridges on the back, the little triangular Godzilla ridges.
Oh,
Okay.
triangular.
Doesn't have
That
triangular ridges.
is time.
All right.
Oh, these are very consistent.
Yeah.
This is good. This is great.
Yeah. The main thing is
Can I
that
look now?
actually they all look happy to be there.
Aww.
You know?
So good.
I accidentally.
You really made us all change colors.
But we went great for the hydrant, but
Oh, did I mishear? I bet I misheard.
I thought I
I like
wasn't.
the watermelon slice. On
Yeah, the watermelon slice is a nice bit of like artistic license.
I swear someone said watermelon slice.
If there is a watermelon
I
slice
definitely
on
said
the
that.
monster, you nailed it.
I was like, it's like a mohawk.
I feel like
I will misremember for sure. So I picked one now? Is that what's going on?
So you secretly pick which one you think is the most
Okay.
accurate representation of the thing you saw on the card, and then everyone else
Okay.
at home and us are going to pick the one that we think is most representative of what you described. Obviously, we can't pick our own.
Okay. I got it.
Okay, I got it too. I'm ready.
So do I count down for us here?
Go for it.
well, do we see what it's supposed to look like?
Yes.
Or have I?
Pip, you're a genius.
Because otherwise I pick mine.
The power move. Masterful technique.
Okay. So, I need to bring up.
Oh, there's the tail.
How can I? Even the most simple games, it turns out. Oh, this one's. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I didn't realize that they weren't all. I thought they were all sideways. That is, yeah. I mean, you did a good description of that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's chompy. Yeah.
So now we have to decide which we think is the most accurate version of that. And I think I've already decided. I think I've already kind of decided.
Yeah, unequivocally.
Okay. Can never work out where to put a monster. All right, I'm ready. Yep. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Okay. So far, 2's got it. But let's have a look at what the Twitch chat have been thinking. We got 35% for Jonathan.
Hey.
Is that another equal then? And then, yeah. Did you get any other votes, John?
Pip gave me a vote.
I did, yeah.
It's another tie. It's a 3-way tie.
Oh my goodness.
Unless Quancho can break the tie. Quancho, which one did you?
I voted 1. Matt.
One.
Matt, yeah.
Okay. Well, that again, it's just. I don't know. Again, I can't work out how to do the scoring. I think you have to be a genius to be able to work out how to do this game, really, honestly. It's super complex.
Genius or someone who slept for 8 hours.
Yeah, one of those two things. So how many points am I giving everyone? Who wants points?
Could I have a
Can't say
point?
2?
Yep.
Yeah.
You can have a point, Pip. John, you can have a point. I think me and Steve also deserve a point, and I think Quancho deserves a point as well. So there we go. That's the point for that round.
Wait a minute.
That's the point for that round. And let's move on to the next round. It's
Right.
Pip's turn.
Ooh, Pip's turn.
Okay.
Fear.
All right, wait. Let's see, gotta clear,
Okay.
clear the map. Zoom.
Clear the map. Okay. Okay.
This time we'll bump up against the top.
Now, Pip, if this isn't the right orientation when I flip it over, just let me know, yeah, and I'll do some flipping and moving.
Okay.
Just to be sure. Right. Okay, I'm going to close my eyes. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, could you turn it 90 degrees? Yeah, thank you.
I got lucky. Okay.
Yeah.
Makes me think of when we played Heads Up 7 Up at school.
That could be Legacy, right?
I don't even know what it is, if I'm entirely honest. Okay, that's your time, Pip.
A very strange classroom game.
Okay.
That's your time. Now you have 2 minutes to do your best to describe to us what thing was it that you just saw, milady.
Okay, so the main body of it is basically a kind of flesh-coloured egg that is split in half horizontally. So it's almost like the top bit of the egg, and then like you can see through to the smile of the monster beneath, like almost like it's a burger, and then that sits on the bottom bit of the egg. And the egg has like little crackles around where the join is. The teeth are big and quite like tombstoney. There's 2 like incisors, like the vampire teeth, but they don't come out of the mouth. They're just like on the teeth. They're just kind of obviously fangy. And instead of eyes, it has tusks that come out and go up almost at a right angle. And then it has feet that come out of the egg that are kind of like elephant feet, like that kind of roundness with like 3 toes on each of them, like not toes, like nails. Like little semicircle nails, and then at the back there's like a little simple dinosaur tail, just the sort of like the little conical thing with like a few plates on it.
So
like a Stegosaurus plate type thing?
Kind of. Oh, and then there's like a little puff of flame above its head, but I don't know if that's related or if that's just ambient flame.
So is it shooting fire?
I couldn't really tell. It's more like in the same place that you would have a think bubble. It's got like a just a tiny puff of flame. Don't know.
That's time.
Oh no!
Oh god!
That's time.
Oh
That's
no!
Time. That's time. Wow!
So fast.
Wow! There's some really frightening things here. I like Quanchos.
Oh god, Quanchos took a spill.
And I can't get up. And I'm an egg demon.
Oh my god, Quancho, it's dynamic.
Yeah, it's great.
Love that. Yeah.
Egg demon having a bad day.
Oh my goodness. These are so good.
It's just a selection of egg demons.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I'm
god,
here
the
for
gums
this.
on Steve's. Give me the willies.
I love your legs, Matt. I love them.
There you go.
They're like feature
foreshortening.
legs, you know, when you want to really accentuate your body.
It's like
the special
no,
feature
it's like a
legs.
perspective thing. It's like we're below, and it's like jumping down on us.
It's a very kind reading of it. I enjoy that. Yeah, very.
Never skip egg day.
Nice. So yeah. Pip, you chosen the one that you think is the most accurate?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, now we're going to bring back the creature. Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
Look at that.
Yeah, would you look at that? It's a
See what I
dinosaur
mean about the
egg thing.
flame? It was like,
Yeah,
It's got like a
angry.
flame, like halo crown.
yeah.
Yeah, you covered every base.
Yeah. And that creature is called Gilbert Jansen. Oh, Gilbert, what's the matter? Have the other eggs been mean to you again? So the public are voting, and now it is time for us to cast our votes into the voids in our minds. This is tough, though. This is tough. Right, okay. I'm ready. 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Okay, so we've got. You don't have to vote, Pip. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
Because you've already. Oh yeah, we found out now that you think 2. So we've got 2 for 3, 2 for 2. What did you vote for, Steve?
No, 2. Sorry.
2. Oh, okay. Two's a winner. And then what have the people at chat at home?
Oh, it's very close in chat.
It's
Yeah.
very close. It's 52 to 48. So I think that's. I mean, I found it really hard to choose between those two. Actually, I think for me,
Same.
it was the pure luck of the perspective and the tail that swung it for me with Steve's and the fact.
Oh
that
yeah,
it's
that
just
tail
like-
is perfect.
Yeah.
Just the
Yeah.
proportions and everything. It's just like. And then
Yeah.
you had the horns.
The horns. Could we make it an official tie? Because like
think
it's
so.
so ridiculously close.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
it is,
that'd be
it is
good.
ridiculously close. So okay, we're gonna go. In fact, I stopped the timer. I stopped the egg timer on the people voting, and it actually ended on 45%. 45% for both. So that is a sign from the heavens.
Well played, Steve.
And unfortunately,
Well
we didn't
done.
have time to do a
Well
full
done.
round. We're gonna have to, unless we can do a speed round now. Do you fancy try and do a
Alright.
speed round?
Yeah, we
Let's
can
go.
do a speed round.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So
Steve's-
afterwards, I've
Steve's
got to go
good.
and get
Steve
a
knows what he's
copy
up.
of Wavelength off the top of a very high cupboard because I forgot I didn't do that. All right, okay, right. All right. Okay, I'm going to flip that over, put it there. 1 second. All right. So, Steve, you ready to look at a picture of a monster?
Yeah,
like
I'm
your life
good.
depended on it? All right. 3,
Good to go.
2, 1. Do I need to rotate it?
No, perfect.
Lucky.
Someone's being funny. Okay. Okay, if we're doing a speed round, I'm done.
All right. All right.
Let's clear the map. I can't do it. Someone else do it.
Okay. Oh, do you need admin privileges to delete things?
I think Matt
I don't
needs to do it. Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. Destroyer of worlds. All right, I'm here. There we go.
All right.
Okay, this is
Oh.
It's fine.
we good to go.
Yep, go for it.
Matt took my slot
Okay,
last time.
an aquatic is an aquatic creature. It's got no eyes. It's got a beard of 3 tentacules, and it's got like a nautilus shell for a helmet.
Oh,
It's got a little tail. Its body is like a little like a porpoise mermaid. It's got 2 arms. This is where the artist is being funny. One of them is holding a baseball bat. The other arm, a bat.
Clever.
Yeah. It has an anchor for a tattoo. It has a tattoo anchor. He's been to sea.
oh my god.
I think
And
he's
so
got
it's like a fishtail. He's got like a.
You know what? I gotta say, he's a finless fishtail. It's just like a soft, tapering tube.
What's the body like? I think
It's just a body. It's just like a smooth. He definitely lives in the sea.
Okay.
Not a lot of features. Very smooth. Just kind of like a rice cake, kind of. And yeah. You know what? He has a mouth. He has a mouth, 3 teeth.
Okay.
He has a mouth.
He has a mouth, 3 teeth above the tentacules.
Okay. And you mentioned a tail. I missed that. I'm very bad at this.
No, that's good. That's good. Yeah, no, you guys all have it.
All right, that's it. That's time.
No.
That's time.
Wow. Wow,
That's
wow,
all the time we
wow.
have for drawing times. Oh wow, well, we've got a bit of divergence here at least. I apologise, Quanchai, for just very
Oh,
rudely
wow.
storming into your. I've never been good at colouring inside the lines.
Oh, I forgot about the bats.
That is typical Pip, having such a lovely time drawing an aquatic creature.
Pip, I really loved yours.
I'm like, why didn't I think that the Nautilus shell would go the other way up?
No, it's perfect. It's really perfect.
I mean, honestly, I'm heartened by Quanchai's drawing in the fact that I realise I'm glad to know I'm not the only one who, when put under pressure and has to draw a bat, doesn't really remember exactly how to do that straight away. I just started doing squiggles, and I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing. Just keep doing more squiggles.
I just drew the Batman logo, gave it googly eyes.
Well, you did a good job of it. Like,
Quanchai's looks really sultry.
I know, it's cool.
Like it's like
Looking
looking
over the bat.
over the bat, like it's kind of, oh, hi. You just
There's also,
caught
like,
me with my bat.
Like, Jonathan's has the muscles, but I think Quanchai has the, like, inner strength. I feel like Quanchai's stronger looking.
So I feel like Matt and our drawings are like the awkward third wheels in their like
I
their
didn't hear
date.
what kind of. I just heard it was a shell on its head. I didn't hear what kind of shell properly, so I just drew it. So I've got a little.
Oh no,
weird
like Matt and I
turd
will go to a theme park.
Yeah, right. Okay, let's have a look at what it's supposed to look like. Okay, interesting.
What do we got?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
One of
Oh,
these is,
Oh my God, Jonathan.
yeah, no, one of these is
that I was
very
expecting.
accurate.
Okay.
It is kind of sweet.
Yeah, it's
No,
more like
I should have talked about his, like,
having a nice time.
he's approachable.
Yeah, he's got a really like friendly demeanor, honestly.
Yeah.
He looks like he's wandering along singing.
Yeah, you know,
People
having
in
a
the
great
chat, I
day.
apologise. I've accidentally closed the little window that lets me switch that thing on and off, so I can't do it for this last round. But also, we don't really have time anyway, so I apologise. I mean, I think. All right, let's vote. Let's vote. 3,
All right, 3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
We got.
We've got.
Five?
Yeah.
To be fair, Pip, it's very late for us. Okay.
So
Got a 5,
love
another
all of
5?
them.
yeah, so I also agree that Jonathan's the winner, but I would like to say that Pip, I think you have the demeanor.
Yeah, Pip has the energy. That is
Right
correct.
energy, right personality, but Jonathan wins that one for sure.
Thank you.
That is very much a fish on its way to have a good time. And I'm so tired that I thought Quanchai had 5 fingers held up. But it was, then I counted them again, and it was 4. So that's all we have time for today on MonsDRAWsity
good friend.
Live. I had a lot of fun doing that. The game is it's a game that you can get in a box. It's designed by Eric Slauson, I believe is in the chat. It's a fun little thing. Obviously in the actual game. Oh, they'll bring up a little thing. It is. It's got.
Oh, that's a great cover.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
It's a
Very
great,
nice.
Great bit of cover art. And I've zoomed the camera in so far. Can't really see, but it's a nice dinky little box. It just looks big here because of perspective. But it's got some nice touches.
Like the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, exactly. I enjoy the fact that the manual is made to look as if it's kind of like a secret department of people who record people who've seen monsters with redacted information.
Aww.
I particularly enjoy the fact that at the end of the manual, in the case of a tie, it then gives you advice which is largely redacted to the point of being useless, which I think is wonderful.
Great.
Yeah, some nice little witness boards to draw your picture on. So it's a fun little thing.
It's lovely.
Love it.
That was so cute.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Right, this was
everybody.
really lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so much fun. Thank you so much for having us.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
It's lovely to see you all and do drawings and stuff.
Yeah.
And
I want to hang out with all of the monsters everyone drew.
They do look like they'd be fun.
I want to hang out with all the monsters you drew. I feel like I feel like some of Steve's might smell funny.
Yeah.
I get that sense.
Yeah. Yeah. My last
And I think yours would want to go to the gym instead.
Mine looks like it's off to shout at clouds, frankly.
Jock monsters.
And Quanchise is like fully like an influencer on Instagram.
Yeah, it's like sinister and sexy at the same time. It actually looks, to be honest, I'm surprised that Jonathan didn't draw Quanchise in that last round because it does look like baseball fan art, frankly.
Yes.
It has the sultriness.
This could very easily be a baseball player.
All right, we're going to have to wrap that up, and we'll be back in what my clock is telling me about 5 minutes to play some Wavelength live after I've fished it down from the top of our very high cupboard. If I don't return, then I've fallen over and I can't get back up. Thank you so much for being joined by this wonderful panel of people. Please do go away and check out some of their work. Jonathan is a fantastic game designer. Quanchai does an amazing amount of illustration and design work throughout the industry and outside of it, and his use of colour and brushworks is just gorgeous. Philippa does a whole number of wonderful things, from cartoons to writing in games to just tons of different things, and just adds golden magic to everything she touches. And Steve is just wonderful at creating strange monsters and wonderful other things. And if left alone, doodling will delight me for days.
And a Blood Bowl like aficionado.
Yeah.
Well, of course, it's the first thing on the business card, right?
Yeah.
Basically, it's pretty close.
Have you heard the word of Blood Bowl?
Oh my gosh, absolutely.
All right. Well, pleasure to hang out with you all, even though I'm sleep deprived, and I'll see everybody soon. All right.
You guys have a good night.
Thank you.